everyone and welcome to my channel. Today's project is a Lazy Susan. It's actually an acacia wood Lazy Susan, and it is for a housewarming gift for very special people in our lives. So what I did first was to seal the wood. I used some epoxy resin, a really thin coat of epoxy resin, and I went all the way around the inside and the sides and just used a normal soft bristle paintbrush and my heat gun just to thin it out a bit and get it to cover the entire tray. And then I sanded it down so that it was ready to be basically have its resin coat put on it. And what I did was I was going to do a geode style design. So I went with the greens and black and white and some gold alcohol ink. So I got 3 different color green, my white pigment, my black pigment, some crushed glass and some black crushed stone, and also some shimmer and some rhinestone glitter. I think that was everything that I used. There was a lot that went into it. So what I did was I mixed up some of the all of the colors and added some white pigment paste to that, and then mixed in the greens and the black and the gold and just gave them a good stir. So they were all ready to be added to the actual Lazy Susan. But before I poured the resin in, I put some of my crushed glass into some resin, mixed it up, and then just went around the center where the little container sits. And then I made a few little sections where I thought it would be nice to have some of the crushed glass before I made the geode design. I just find it's better adding some of the resin to the crushed glass before I put it onto the actual tray, because it does help eliminate some of the air bubbles if you are going to be doing a top coat like I am. So I just find it's better putting the glass or putting some resin into the crushed glass just so that it gets covered with some resin before you actually put it on the tray. If you put it on the tray without resin, then you might have more chance of getting some air bubbles when you pour over your top coat, but it's just a preference that I do. It's not necessary, and there's no rules and regulations about how you're supposed to actually do all your resin work. It's just whatever suits you best. So here I was just going around with the different colors, alternating, just making a design with the black and the 3 different greens and the gold and the white. So like I was saying, this is actually a gift for they're actually family, and they have moved up from the Western Cape, and I just thought that this is her style, and I think that she is going to love this. This was actually made quite a few months ago, and we were waiting for them for their house to be sold and for them to get the keys for their new house. And so now I can actually put the video up because they have moved in, so I can put the video up. It's not a surprise anymore. So here I was just, like I was saying, just finishing off the colors, adding to the colors, and then doing the center. Now the tray does have a little container that goes in the center, because this is nice for if you've got chips and dip or crackers and cheese or something like that. The little center section has a little bowl that fits inside that center. So I thought I would do the center. Originally, I wasn't sure if I was going to leave that wood, but I did decide to do a geode style in the center of the tray as well. And then there I was just going around with a little bit of clear on top of the glass so that you can actually see the wood underneath, which also gives it a nice look to the actual tray. So here again, just filling up a little bit with the white, and then my heat gun. This is just to blend the colors, to heat up the resin a little bit, to get it flowing a little bit more so that the colors don't look so solid, that they actually blend into each other. And then I left it to cure. I left it for about a day or two because, like I said, I wasn't in a hurry to finish this. So I did let the layers cure in between for quite a while so that they cured nice and hard. And this was my Krystal 6, which is a diamond coat, because I wanted to make sure that if you did use it, that it didn't scratch or damage it too much. And then I used my metallic gold marker just to go around and just add some definition to the actual geode lines. I didn't want to do too much of the gold marker, but I just thought I'd go around some of the sections just to highlight the geode lines and make it look a little bit more geode-like. I've only done the geode coasters before. I haven't actually done a big piece like this, but I did think that it was looking really nice. And then I just added a little bit of the gold to some of the lines, as well as going around the white where the crushed glass was. And this Lazy Susan is from a local store, and all of the other colors and pigments other than the white and the black are Temu. The white and the black are from my local supplier that I get my resin from. And then once that had dried, the gold mark, I didn't want to do that. Also, I didn't want to add the top coat too early, just to make sure that the gold marker, even though it is alcohol based, I just wanted to make sure that I'd left it for long enough so that it was nice and dry. And then I mixed up another lot of my Krystal 6 diamond coat, and I was giving it a top coat. Now here again, I didn't want it too thick a top coat because I obviously wanted a decent lip inside the Lazy Susan so that you could put your crackers or your chips in there, and there was a nice decent amount of space between the top of the tray and the actual top coat. Now this, again, like I was saying, is my resin that I get locally. I use my Krystal resin most of the time. I have bought resin from Temu, and I have to say that the resin I've bought from Temu is a really good resin. And I know a lot of people go, oh, Temu, but I have bought, and you can see in some of my other videos that I have up, I actually do show the Temu resin that I have, and I have no problem with it at all. It's a really nice resin, and it does thicken, so I can never remember whether it's a high or low viscosity. I have to apologize for that. And if you can hear Marshall, I'm sorry, he's just being Marshall this morning. And
It does thicken, so if you want to put glitter in it, you can leave it to actually thicken, or you can use your Elmer's glue to also thicken it if you want to use any glitter in it. So like I was saying, this is the final top coat that I did, and I did put some shimmer in this because I wanted there to be a little bit of a sparkle, nothing too bold, but I did want a sparkle. And I did take out my rhinestone glitter, but if I can remember, like I said, this was done months ago, so I'm trying to actually remember everything that I did in it. I did take the rhinestone glitter out to use, but I don't actually think that I ended up using it. I think I only used the shimmer just to give it a little bit of some shimmer, because that's what the shimmer does. And then here again, just using my heat gun to pop any bubbles, even though I had put that into the debubbling machine or the vacuum chamber, but I just wanted to make sure that I got all the bubbles out. I didn't want any bubbles in the top coat at all. So here I was just going around and heating it up and making sure that it was perfect. So in all honesty, I do think that it came out really nicely. Whether it's a geode, I'm not too sure, but it's a geode design anyway, and I think that it does look really good. And all I needed to do now at the end was take some of the resin, the top coat resin, and just go around the edges where I had sanded it, because I had sealed all the way around, and the edges and the sides of the actual Lazy Susan when I had done the original sealing coat. So I put some of the Krystal 6 diamond coat into a little container, and I just used a nail polish brush to go around the edges. And I did do a couple of coats of this just to make sure that it was sealed nicely, because I obviously didn't want any raw wood edges peeking out. And once that had cured, it literally stood for, like I said, a few months. So that diamond top coat is really nice and hard, and hopefully it lasts quite a while. So I will put up a few of the pictures of it. I really do think that it came out really nicely. I was really happy with how it came out. I love how the colors blend into each other, and the crushed glass just gives it that little bit of a geode effect, and so does the little black stones. And I also love how the wood is actually peeking through the bottom of the crushed glass. So let me know in the comments what you think about my Geode Lazy Susan. Do you think it came out nicely? Do you like the colors? And again, I'd just like to thank all my subscribers, and I'd also like to thank everybody that likes the videos, that leaves little comments for me. It really does make my day, and it also helps my channel grow. So guys, again, as usual, until next time, have a great one.